Well guys, as you can see, Copart's doing things different now. We're #1 in queue. They make you log in now on your phone to a kiosk setting, and then they put you basically in queue, so you have to sit there and wait for them to text you to let you in so you can come in and preview vehicles. We'll see if they're going to escort us around or not, and if we're able to actually make a video for you guys today. We'll see. We'll update you guys once we get in there into their facility. Well, the first one's going to be a 2010 Arcadia. We got damage here on the bumper cover. I don't see any other damage around it. Airbag deployment. Let's see. Smells like a smoker. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. See if it'll start. Let's see if this thing will start. Dead. Dead. Lovely. So we got damage here. Wow, that's a hit. Damage there. Cracked tail light. So this one's pretty damaged. Let's move on to the next. So next one's gonna be, looks like we got a nice Jeep here. This is an Esurance car, 2014 Compass. Got fender damage, headlight. Looks like maybe it went off the road. Got some kind of dirt here. 148,000 miles. Interior smells kind of good. Let's see if she'll start. Oh, she runs. We got a runner. Car's in good shape. So, tires are almost new on this thing. No damage otherwise. Nice looking vehicle. Let's go over here and look at this Cruze. $142,000 miles. Front end damage. Easy enough to fix though. Got a crossbar here. Frame rails are straight. Gonna need a hood. Another insurance car. Interior's clean. Smells good. No damage on the back. I think we got a good vehicle here. Moving right along. Looks like we got an Equinox here. Front end damage. This is why you come out and look, people. Frame rail right here is bent. That's going to be a heavy repair. Other than that, straight. Wow. Look at that. Talk about carnage. Wow. Wow. Can you imagine if someone was sitting in that seat? Wow. Holy jokers. Guys, that's a Camry. Can you believe it? It's a Camry. But the back seat's still intact. Passenger compartment's still good. Holy jokers. Look at that. Holy jokers. Ripped the body right off. Sheesh. What do we have here? Wow. Haven't seen one of these in a while. And what's it got in it for an engine? Oh, it won't come up. Hood stuck. Wow. 1988 Comanche. Woo, totally rusted out. Lovely. Wow. Let's go over here. Holy jokers. Some more carnage. Wow. So guys, as you know, we just left Copart, and beautiful day today out there. I was actually surprised they actually let us in there to walk around and look at some vehicles. They did tell us we had to stay to one section because this Copart facility was doing a little construction. But we will be back next week to do another walk around, and we'll take a look at some of the other vehicles they have out there. One of the things I gotta say about Copart, how they've opened this up during the whole pandemic, is, you know, they've kind of done the smart thing and stayed in business with it. But I mean, they usually have 1 million plus cars advertised on their site, and now they have over 1 million cars at all their facilities, but the insurance companies are holding on to these vehicles and not allowing them to sell them right now because the price on the vehicles have gone so low. You know, there's a lot of cars in there that are going for next to nothing, and the insurance companies got smart on that and just said, hey, we're not going to let you sell them until this whole pandemic thing's over with. So, you know, yeah, there's a lot of vehicles you can look at, but, you know, there's a lot that won't be for sale for a long time. But, you know, I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. You know, I decided, you know, just to do something different. I didn't really want to copy off of what everyone else is doing with doing these videos, but at the same time, I wanted to make it fun for you guys. And know, I know you guys like to look at the cars from Copart. I know you guys like to see how damage is on a lot of those cars, and I fully understand it. I love cars myself, and you know, that's why I'm into this, and it's kind of cool to see how much damage these cars can take, but the interiors stay intact. I mean, you look at some of these older vehicles that we thought were built like tanks, and you know, those cars get hit, they get in accidents, and then they're just totally destroyed on the interior. You know, the passengers took the brunt of the impact. These new crumple zones work. They save a lot of lives. So, but I'm glad you guys enjoyed that, or I hope you enjoyed it, I should say. I live in northern Minnesota, guys, and you know, beautiful day out here. Not sure if I'll be doing Copart walkarounds in the wintertime, although you guys, you know, in the south can laugh at me when I'm out there bundled up like a polar bear, getting you guys some content, but we'll make it happen. Like I was saying, my regular job, you know, I've been working there for almost 20 years, and they came in and decided that they just wanted to cut our pay by 25%. So right now I got a lot of things on my mind. If I'm going to stay there, if I'm going to go somewhere else and work. I've applied at several other places. And you know, some of you guys shoot some comments, tell me what you think. Maybe I'm looking at this wrong. You know, my salary's not going to change, but I get a performance incentive, and that performance incentive can really add on to, you know, an additional 25% to my income. And it has for the last 10 years. Well, now they've decided they're going to cut that performance bonus and pretty much make it to where it's unattainable. You would literally have to have perfect circumstances to make it happen. And I'm looking at it like that. I mean, I've got a couple other friends of mine that said, hey, look on the bright side. They're not cutting your salary. They're cutting something that wasn't promised to you to begin with. You know, it's an incentive. So it's something you work towards, and you know, if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. But I understand that. Will the cut affect my family? It'll affect the extra income we have coming in, but we'd still be able to pay our bills and live comfortably. What do you guys think? I mean, do I stay with the company I've been with for 15 years? I mean, there's no union type pension or, you know, retirement, anything like that, just standard 401k, but I do have very good time off. But, you know, lucrative hours though, you know, 6 o'clock at night until 6 o'clock in the morning. Work 4 days on and I'm off for 4 days, which leaves me working 200 hours a month, and I don't get paid any overtime for those hours because I'm a salaried employee. That's why I've always looked at the extra incentive they give us as being making up for those extra hours that I work. Now that's not going to be there. I take that as a huge hit to my income. So, like I said, I got a couple other job apps out with all the people that are hiring right now due to the ones that don't want to go back to work for some reason. I've worked through the whole pandemic. I'm just not that type of person to sit at home and collect money. I mean, if that's what you do, more power to you. But that's just not me. That's not what I'm made of. But anyways, enough about me. As far as the other project we got going, the Jeep Commander, that's why I was kind of delayed in working on it, is because of the fact of dealing with all this stuff. I'm trying to get my mind straight with that. Plus, quite honestly, guys, it was just too dang hot up here, Minnesota. We had 105 heat index for almost 2 weeks straight. We never get that hot. Is it global warming? I don't know. I'm not a scientist. All I know is when I go outside and it's so hot that my shirt's drenched in sweat in the first 5 minutes, it's too dang hot. My garage is a small single car garage. It's big enough to work in. I do it in the wintertime, all winter. But with all the Jeep parts that I pulled off, I don't have a shed right now to put them in. We tore our old shed down, and we are planning on building a bigger one. Once I get the bigger shed built, I will be putting the parts from the Jeep in that shed and get the Jeep up in the garage so I can finish it up. But for right now with the Jeep, what we've got going is we went ahead and did the carpet in the inside, which you guys saw in the previous video. If you haven't, go watch that video. And then we've got, the next step is going to be all of the interior panels. I'm going to lay them out in my backyard. I'm going to get my youngest boy to help me, and we're going to scrub those panels up, get them all nice and clean, put some brand new clips on the back of them, and put them back inside the Jeep. Get the back 2 seats put in. In the 2 front seats, we actually found a really good upholsterer just north of us, and he's actually going to reupholster those seats and do the center sections, and I will get a video of that, and hopefully he'll let me come in there and shoot some video as he's doing a little bit of the work on them, which will be kind of cool to show you guys. And then after that, I plan on, before I put those seats back in, I plan on getting a remote start installed in this. I'm going to install that and show you guys how to do that. The audio system upgrade is coming. We're still messing around with what we're going to do with the sub enclosure. That back panel where I wanted to put a sub is not big enough to put a sub in there and still keep the 3rd row seat. And we want to keep that 3rd row seat. So let me know if you guys have any ideas. I mean, I'm kind of thinking of getting a small, like a 8-inch SCAR, looking at a SKAR SCAR subwoofer. Building a custom enclosure for it out of fiberglass and putting it kind of, the box is going to have to go underneath that back 3rd row, and then the sub will set behind it, and I'll be able to just raise the floor behind that back seat so that when the seat's folded down, the floor will actually be about a 1/4 of an inch above the back seat when it's folded down, which is fine because then I can still put stuff in there and carry stuff. That's the reason why we didn't eliminate the 3rd row, is because we do have 5 kids. Granted, 3 of them aren't with us in the house anymore, but just in case they are there, and you know, we want to drive them around, or we get grandkids in the future, we want somewhere for them to be able to sit. So that's why that's being left in there. The plan is now I'm going to go ahead and get the timing chain done. The engine work will consist of basically two videos. One's going to be me doing the timing chain, oil pump, oil pan, all the belts and hoses. Then the second video is going to consist of me rebuilding the front axle, which we're pulling out to rebuild, because the motor mounts or the axle mounts on that, these Jeep Commanders suffer from a clunk. And you let off the gas pedal, you hear a clunk. And that clunk is from those bushings going bad on the mount for the front axles. So we're going to put those new bushing mounts on and get the seals changed, because the outer seals are actually leaking. And then the last thing with the engine is we're going to make the determination whether or not we're going to do the head gaskets or not. They're not leaking. They are aluminum gaskets, or steel gaskets, I should say. They're MLS gaskets. They're not leaking, but there is 300,000 miles on those gaskets. So that's kind of why we're looking at pulling the heads off, redoing the heads, putting new gaskets on. Again, guys, send me a comment. Let me know what you think. Should we do that, or should we just leave it alone? And when it goes bad, we'll fix it. I'd kind of like to do it while I have it all torn apart. Let me know what your experience with that Hemi motor. This is the 2006 5.7 Hemi with the multiple displacement system. Some people say get rid of the MDS. I haven't had an issue with mine yet, so let me know what you think. Again, Give us that thumbs up if you like this videos, and even if you don't like the videos, give us a thumbs up anyway. It doesn't hurt. Check out the playlist on the Jeep. Start from video 1 and go through them all. We're trying to get better at doing this video stuff. I mean, I'm so used to just going out and working on stuff, but you know, I've got you guys involved now, so I want you guys to follow it, and I want you guys to come follow through with it. After the Jeep is done, I am gonna go back to working on the Volvo XC90 we have. We're gonna do a little body work on it, and they actually have some upgrades for that, so we're gonna work on doing some upgrades on that thing. And then we'll pick up another Jeep. You know, I got my mother-in-law wants me to completely rebuild her, either a CJ6, CJ7, or an older Wrangler. So, you know, that's going to be the biggest project that we do on this channel. Will be that. That's going to be a long project, because we're looking at actually, you know, picking up a Jeep that's got a rusted out frame but has a good tub, and then we're looking at doing a full body off restoration and upgrade. So that's going to be a fun one, guys. But you know, all you guys that have stuck around so far, thank you. I can't thank you anymore, but thank you. 550 subscribers doesn't seem like a lot, but every one of you guys count. Every one of you guys matter. Check out all of our videos. You know, heck, if anything, laugh at how stupid they are, because of the fact that I'm still learning how to do all this stuff. But still, thanks guys, and we'll catch you later. Robert with RT Repairs.